No increasing conditions, Auto 10-2. 6 Charlie, what you carrying? 6 Charlie, go. 196 Lincoln Street is apparently secure from ground level.
You should watch your women. She gon' leave with me. Bring her to my pad. I'ma get up in it. You should watch your women. She gon' leave with me. Bring her to my pad. I'ma get up in it. It's nothing new. Mine on the Bentley cool. Mommy cool. Tell me who the fuck is you? You ballin' too? We probably on different hoops. Pretty smooth. I'ma take your women too. Take them out, then make a few suggestions.
Hubies. How do you do? And welcome to yet another episode of RiHuBe, man. Glad to be here. You know, I hate when people say that, right? I mean, it must be a real feeling, but say something else, all right? We need to get a different thing going, because nowadays it's just that has moved into cliche territory. All right, we're gonna get into this podcast, the way that we know how. Of course, with Highland High, baby. Anthony Highland, some more Anthony Highland. And as I have the video pulled up, I can see, I probably need to explain, he has a comment from his TikTok, I guess, that says, "Unapologetically black is exactly why I love your videos." I guess there's somebody giving him a compliment, and I guess he's gonna speak on that, and I just on you just now because there's a caption to the video that I just read. I don't know. It says, "For the occult-like black pro-Trump supporters that are now trying to delete they pro-Trump." I ain't reading the whole thing. That's what the preview says. You gotta hit the button to see more. I don't want to see more. Occult-like. I think he meant cult-like. Occult is the dark arts, black magic. I don't think he meant that. If he did actually mean that, I would be shocked, surprised. If he's used to that word or understanding of that dynamic. But I highly doubt that. And that's just the wonder of Anthony Highland here. All right, let's get into this video and see what the hell he's talking about. He's gonna be just stroking his own ego, I'm sure. I almost said something else, but it sounded kind of weird.
I'm glad you said this.
Oh, are you?
Quick history lesson.
Video
Back
podcast.
in the day,
oh my
during
God.
slavery and leading up toward Jim Crow, the sentiment was exactly the same.
Oh, is that right?
There were meetings
you, huh?
that took place. There were uprisings that were planned. There were revolts that were planned. And oftentimes they would be attempted to be infiltrated by outsiders. And when those outsiders realized that they could not infiltrate, they sent people in that looked just like us. I speak. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I want to know.
All of you occult-like black Trump supporters that spent the last 4 years supporting that nonsense while simultaneously talking down on the black community, and now you're deleting your pro-Trump posts? Don't think we forgot. You're not coming to any of the meetings. And don't all of a sudden decide to start being black now. Good day. Goofy.
Oh man. All right. So the his platform has evolved. Video podcast, you're gonna have a time with that. Boy, look. So he's transcribing everything he's saying now. He got all the words on the screen. Smart social media move, I'm sure. But a little bit weird to see. And he's ending his videos with the whole goofy thing, and he just had like a little goofy emoji. I guess that's what you can call it. I don't know, a stamp or something like that. Some little cartoon, cute shit. At the end of the thing when he said goofy, and breaking my heart. All right, breaking my heart. for a few reasons. One, he's running with that too. That's again, I think I explained to you before. That and I'm saying you like I know who the hell I'm talking to. You, y'all, whatever. You know what I'm saying? This is me talking, okay? All right? And I'm talking to whoever I'm talking to, and that's just is what it is. And I really think that it's happening while it's happening because board certified psycho, all right? And it's all good because we in the trust tree, okay? In the friendly nest at the goddamn zoo, all right? And we just couldn't be friendlier. And let me just, and I guess finish my point. He's doing the whole goofy thing now. If you know enough, you know what I'm saying? Because the guy's operating, but he's not operating on street level. So he catches the wind of, black people, blackness, and then moves with it. And that whole goofy thing, that's Chicago slang again. I think I've explained this before. This is Chicago slang, son. This is stuff gangsters are saying to bozos. You know what I'm saying? So you coming off real crazy to me. You know, I guess his listener base ain't that connected either. So probably don't know. You know, he's coming off and he's doing the whole goofy thing, and then he got that cute shit on there, and it's just like gangster language we talking about here. That's heartbreaking. And then on top of that, I guess it brings me to another point. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of rappers and stuff getting clipped, yo. It's just happening. You know what I'm saying? The most recently is the one called Baby CEO. Now I don't know too much about him. You know, I just seen a few of his videos because they went viral. Because boy was young years ago. He was young. Wild guns and stuff in the video. And allegedly he might have got clipped last week. And this video kind of reminds me of some issues we got with rap and what's going on. Like and no diss to him. You know what I'm saying? My man's was OG by all accounts, but I'm saying it's a lot of guys out here who's just following suit, and they just playing gangster. And let me tell you right now, you can do that, but there's really no point. Okay, because let me tell you like this. Ultimately, what a man is trying to do is trying to get money, and he's trying to get women. Okay, and one essentially leads to the other. If you could get the money, you could get the women. You know, and that's just I'm gonna just say that as a fact. You know what I'm saying? Like one way or another. So I would advise you stay away from the gangster stuff. If that's not you, you know, and you wanna have success and you wanna live through it, stay away from all that. You know, it's okay to do. You feel me? There hasn't been very many women out there who meet a successful man and say, I wish he was more gangster. And that's just a fact. You feel me? The same way men will pull up on a woman and he's not going to be like, I wish her eyebrows was drawn on thicker. You know what I'm saying? Women start drawing their eyebrows on thin again. Shout to y'all. So fellas, go get them. You know what I'm saying? And live through your success. And don't play gangster. You don't have to. Just go get the money part. Do the money part. You know, and the rest will follow suit with, without the gangster stuff. And if that ain't you, and I guarantee you, your life is gonna be one worth living. That's just, I guess that's my positive contribution to the society for today. And that reminds me, I be listening to, now I listen to my own podcast. Okay, because you gotta know. What I do here is really live, and it's really momentary to the point where after I finish recording this, I have no idea a lot of times what I've said already, or what the hell was going on with me, because it's again, this is me on the fly, you know what I mean? This is my brain just spilling in every direction, while I'm doing this. And man, I listened to some stuff from last week. Last podcast I was listening to, and I was cracking up, yo. Said something about a brand new fat body. I said, man, what is wrong with me? That's what I be thinking when I see my when I listen to my stuff. What is wrong with me? And the answer is everything. Like all of the stuff. Oof, my fault. Sorry about that. That's videos wilding.
I remember you used to have them.
because we're trying to find the next the bend back smooth, and I think we found it.
John, so it's nothing. If you want to rock, we can rock.
Boom. All right. So you witnessed that. Me, I'm finding. I was cruising some bend back stuff while I was talking about trash, and I think I found something. I don't even know if this is the same as the last one. Let's find out. Nah, this is something new.
Let's go.
Hey, let's go.
All right, this is him and Mario Lopez one more time. Doing A and B conversation. Okay, we ain't listened to the whole thing of the other one. Because these guys need to run a platform that's not Facebook based, maybe with just this audio. Maybe I'll talk to them about that. Get an actual podcast going. A and B conversation with Ben Bach and Mario Lopez. If you don't know who that is, that's AC Slater from Saved by the Bell. And if you don't know what's going on here, it's not actually him. Okay, it's just some guy. I don't know his name is. He's the A out of A and B. Just call him the A. I don't know. And last we left off with them, they was talking about fictional characters, like in some kind of show, and I don't know what the show is because I don't be watching the shows. All right, I just do what the hell I want to do, and they were like psychoanalyzing the characters because this is what people like to do, but they do it on another level. They be doing the little letters. I'm IFLJBB, whatever the hell it is, and if I ever thought what I was saying in here is psycho, that shit is psycho. If you just identifying yourself as a grouping of characteristics, as if some people could get a complete understanding of you, by that, or if you want to lend somebody a complete understanding of you before you even meet them, like, it's weird. That's weird, yo. You get to know each other. You know what I'm saying? Spend time around each other. Figure out if you hate each other or you don't. Don't try to match it up with the science. I'm a man of science. Believe that. But in scientific understanding, you have to know when things cannot be calculated, accurately. And there's no metric for how human somebody is. So just humanity cannot be calculated. So I'm against just putting behavioral sciences like that into such practical use. I think it's just a bad idea. As if you could just do math and figure out who's compatible. All right, so we was getting into Ben backwards. That was High already, way back when, and Goofy, and we're gonna get into Ben back right now and Mario Lopez, and we're gonna see if Mario Lopez is gonna carry the whole discussion again while Ben just fumbles and fuddles around.
Oh, let's go. What's going on, everybody? What is going on?
Let's go.
Let's
go is the number one phrase.
Y'all are making it through.
For people not doing shit.
You got 3 days down, 2 days to go until the weekend. And man, hopefully you get a little bit of sun.
This was December 9th, apparently.
Get a little bit of shine, get a little bit of food, all that good stuff. But man, welcome back to another episode of A&B Conversations. We are your hosts.
He ain't on the East Coast.
Coach, and join us always with the extra
he's
phenomenal.
A coach.
I'm just doing some extra in there because I'm feeling it today, man. I'm feeling it.
Oh, he's setting them up. Watch him
Ben Bakayoko. Say what's up to the people.
What up, man? What up, fam? And look, I'm going to take that extra phenomenal because I'm pumped up, geeked up.
Oh, he didn't fart on it.
I know that's right.
He didn't fart on it. He did. He ran his lines.
Go ahead and take it, Ben.
Oh, no doubt. Like we always
keep going.
say, man, we love to start this.
Farting now.
The series off, or this videos off with a little disclaimer, right?
What's that?
It's like, we're breaking down a DISC assessment, and this is just a tool used to identify personality traits. It measures people's preferences and tendencies. There are D's.
It says DISC assessment.
So what we always like people to know is like, although there are 4 tendencies, 4 dimensions of behavior,
it's bad.
And you may prefer 1 or 2 above all else. Nothing can tell you who you are.
He wrote DISC.
Right? In all truth,
he's saying what I just said.
Of all 4 styles, and no style is better or worse than another style, right? Each style has their unique gifts
Okay.
And also their developmental areas.
All right, disclaimer, that this doesn't work.
Another thing I want to mention is, like, when we talk about the disc and the characters in this
series. So he wrote disc assessment. It's DISC.
About the disc as if,
but he wrote it in a clockwise
in their 100%
rotation, which we don't read in. We read left to right, left to right. So top and so on the top, left to right, it says DI. And on the bottom left to right, it says CS. It's Dick's assessment on his graphic. Hilarious.
Communicate with these people. Hope that makes sense. Let's get it in.
Okay, they back to hey, let's go get it, Ben. Let's go get it. Do you want me to hop into the breakdown? Let me hop into this portion. And it's a
Netflix show called The Old Guard.
We've been rocking with Miss Nala Freeman in this movie. This for a decent amount of time. So for the people who haven't heard about Nala Freeman yet, or this S characteristic type, this grounds crew characteristic type, right? Some characteristics of the grounds crew are they're very eager to help and support people. They value fairness and justice. And this is one of the...
All right, forget that. Okay, so I get it now. Yes, they psychoanalyzing the people in the movie. Now, they did one that said, like, November 25th or something like that. It was, like, right before Thanksgiving or something like that. And it was this movie, and I think it was that character. And this other one, I believe it says December 9th. And it's the same movie and the same character. How long is this movie? Or how much is there to discuss? This is over, multiple episodes, over, because that was like 45 minutes of video right there. How long can you take? What's the cutoff until you move on to the next movie or something like that? That movie can't be that interesting. Or that expansive. Maybe it wasn't a movie. Maybe it's a show. I heard of it, but I don't know if it's a movie or a show. Not that I really care. But, again, just weird to me. So I'm saying it. And that was Ben Bakayoko with Ben Backwards. It wasn't that many Ben Backwards. It was more like Coach Ant words, Mario Lopez words. But that's okay with me. Whatever he's got going on, he's always got some good ideas. This guy Ben, he's got some good ideas, some good wholesome ideas. But you just gotta be less boring. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't got the wow factor. This is entertainment stuff we're talking about. You gotta have a wow factor to you, and you gotta have a look to you. A lot of times, if you want to talk about entertainment stuff, now that dude Mario Lopez, he got a look to him. He could bust this move. But Ben, you gotta get it together. You gotta find your flavor, and stick to it. And start looking like you belong to entertainment if you wanna get into that wave. You know what I'm saying? And yes, I do take my own advice, but I ain't gotta get dressed for my podcast. All right, it's my own thing, And on that note, I want to say my podcast views have been climbing recently, and I'm glad about that, because I've been doing this for a little bit. I think it's a little bit over a year now. I missed some consecutive episodes, but doing this for a little bit over a year now. Got a good amount of content. That's like, we almost got like 40 videos at an hour pop. That's 40 hours. That's a lot. That's a lot of action. And I'm seeing him. The views are starting to climb, and I guess this is how that works. You know what I'm saying? This is how it just gets to where it's going, and it's gonna get there. It's gonna be a slow climb, and I know that. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm doing my own thing. This is not anything that we understand people to really be doing. Groundbreaking type shit. Not that I'm the first one to do something like this, but the way I'm doing it, I believe there's some nuances here that are unique. And we moving with that, and I'm just hoping that it keeps going too, because it's gonna keep going. You feel me? So I'm just wondering what type of dumb shit do I have to do just to really get them views to skyrocket. You know what I mean? And then I'm just go ahead and not do that, because I'm not that guy. Trying to get this success, trying to live through it, and trying to remain solid, remain firm. You know what I'm saying? We don't no sellout shit. None of it. Shout out to my Jordan 4s on the table. So I put another pair of 4s. I think on the last podcast I had another pair of 4s up there too. And because I realized I wear a lot of 4s. You know what I'm saying? This is like the quintessential sneaker to me. You know how I started with the 4s because I bought a pair of Flights. And the 4s, that's what they are, Nike Flights. And so much so that on the tongue of the 4s, the word flight is there. Because that's what it was on the original sneaker. It was just, but it wasn't the Jumpman on there. It says flight. If you could see it. I don't even know if you could see it on the camera. But that's what they are. You know, and I had a pair of Flights. It said Nike though, where the Jumpman was at, and say Flight. And this is just like the sneaker to me, so I can't pass on that. I just bought a pair Starfish 4s too, waiting for those to arrive. You know, shout out to my guy, Sneaker Connected. You feel me? Well, fuck it, that's Frog Technology TV. Google that, TECHNOLO, the letter G, TV, Technology. Maybe it's Technolo-G TV. I don't know, something. Find that. You know what I'm saying? My guy helping me get my kicks. You know what I'm saying? No guarantees, of course, because you know, if you know anything about the kicks game recently, now the sneaker game has gotten out of control, and it started with it really started with these high fashion companies. Now these high fashion companies used to shit on sneakers. Okay, they thought that was just the footwear of fucking ruffians, you know, rapscallions, you know, not their customer base. It was unsophisticated people who wore that. That's why you always see these people got like loafers or whatever. You know, well, let me say they used to do like what we would say is a tennis shoe, you know, like a light sneaker. You know what I mean? And you know who? Come on. Let's just say they was not making stuff that black people would be wearing, you know, or popularized by black people. And recently, they have changed their tune because all of these luxury brands, their sales and their appeal was dropping drastically because the world moved on from them. You know, it became saturated with black culture, the world, you know, and the world was moving on from them, and they had to get with it or get lost. So they started making a lot of sneakers and doing a lot of sneaker collabs. And now the sneaker game is just out of control. You can't get nothing. Consumerism on top of that, out of control. People are just buying anything and everything, regardless of service, regardless of quality. Like, you just got to give them something passable, and they'll pay big bucks for it because people are out of control. They just want things. You know, we got a sickness here in America. And so I'm saying all that to say you can't get no sneakers no more. Every time you try, it's bot mania. You know, it's robots. They just people employ to stalk these sneaker sites and just buy up everything to the point where every time you try to buy a sneaker on release, like the website's crashing and all that. Nobody could accommodate the traffic. Like, you're just having a poor experience copping sneakers. You know what I'm saying? So I just holla at Technology TV just to teach me a little bit about how to get a little bit of an edge. Some of the stuff could have thought of myself, should have thought of myself. Some of the stuff I did, and you know, just to try to get you your kicks, man. That's all we want to do. I just want to get my kicks. That's it. I just want to get my kicks. All right. I just want to live in a world where you could just buy a thing. All right. That's it. No extras. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to go out your way. You want the thing, just buy the thing. You know, but it's ridiculous now with the resellers and all of that extras. So got me a pair of Starfish. I knew that it was gonna sell out, you know, and it did. And hopefully everything goes well with that. Get to me next week or something like that. So we'll see what happens. You know, but I'm trying to stop buying kicks, not because I don't want no more, but because it's just too ridiculous now. You know, like, you can't get them. You know, and the people who do get them, or who have them, or who just related to them, like, they have reached a fanatic level. And I'm not with the shits, man. I'll smack somebody. I'm not with the shits. You feel me? I just like the kicks, and I just want the kicks, and then I just move on. I just want to move on to kicks, you know. I don't want to deal with people. People will dead trash talk you, you know what I'm saying? Oh, you got those kicks. What you did? What you did for that? You paying reseller, just that. Why you on my meat and why you in my pockets? Like, why everything, you know? Why all of it? Why do you care? People care too much right now. You know what I'm saying? This is the trash people. Okay, that's making up the majority of the planet. These are internet people, because people live on internet now. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it confused. They don't live in real life no more. They live on internet. Okay, why? Real life's too painful for them. They're suffering through it. You know what I'm saying? People talk to me, and this is how I know. This is how I know, because people talk to me about wild struggle shit all the time, and I get it. You know, because my people's been in there. I've been in there. It's happening. I get it. You know what I'm saying? But don't assume that since your shit is not together, my shit is not together. You know what I'm saying? Because I never lost sight of the point. The point of this is to get your shit together. Okay? You know, and I've been doing that. You feel me? So when you talk to me, don't assume that my shit is not in a tightly packed ball. Okay? My shit is together. You feel me? Is it all the way together? Nah, there's a couple cracks in there. You know what I mean? A couple peanuts. But do my thing out here. All right? So don't talk to me like I'm down. I recently had some people talking to me like that. And I have to breeze on them, yo. Like, I had to stop talking to them. You feel me? Texting you, whatever it is. Because it's one thing to just soak that up repeatedly. And it's another thing when you have to tell them, like, yo, you don't know who the fuck you talking to. Like, I don't want to say that part. You feel me? You don't know who the fuck you talking to on all levels. You know what I'm saying? Because I shouldn't have to show you all of that anyway. You know what I'm saying? Have a regular conversation like a regular fucking human, because you're a regular fucking human. You feel me? Me, I'm not a regular human. I don't think so. You know what I'm saying? And I'm still not coming out at you sideways, you know, talking irregular shit. I'm talking to you about regular shit because I know you're a regular motherfucker. You feel me? But still, no assumptions, man. You feel me? Some of us is just have our shit together, or some of us are just really on the way to getting our shit together. You know what I'm saying? Stop fucking, you know, assuming on people. And that's what a lot of people do on me. And I get it. I got the look. I got the don't got your shit together look. I got the look. You know, and this is not because there's a truth to it. This because this is what the people fed you for a long time. This is what you saw for a long time. The people you saw, they look like me, or whatever, or they move like me, or whatever. There was people who didn't have their shit together. So, whatever, you know what I mean. But I just want to exist as I am on this planet, and it's okay. It's okay, because when you want to exist, you know, with your fat body and your fake hair, you know, I'm not out here just beefing with you. I'm not out here holding up a sign that says get your fat body and your fake hair out of here. I'm not doing it. You feel me? Exist how you want to exist. Now, if you could exist around me like that, that's a different story. You know, that's a different thing. You feel me? That's when I gotta you know, invoke some jurisdiction. I got you. If you give me some power, some say, then I'm gonna take it. You know, but other than that, you could do what you want to do. You know, and when I say fat body and fake hair, a lot of people was like, "Oh, what, you fucking with women like that?" Well, let me tell you something. The whole fake hair wave, that's all the way on guys right now. All the way on guys right now. That's just what it's going to be. This is the way the world is working. At this point, if somebody get the fugazi, you know what I'm saying, on the head, like, I'm not even beefing. You know, if I know them, I'm gonna cut some ass on the low. You know, but yo, what's the difference? Like, if you feel like you want it and you can pay for it, buy it. You know, and I guess that's contrary to my previous words about consumerism being out of control, right? Buy anything. There's some nuance in there, though, of course. But, you know, I'm not going to go out. I'm not going to go into all of that. Live your life. Live your life. Buy your things. You know what I'm saying? If we got a lot of people out there who don't like being bold, don't like boldness. We put a negative stigma on boldness a lot of the times. Just like we do with a lot of other things. What we do, we expect science to come up with a way to fucking change that. And they have. They've come up with multiple ways. You know, so whatever. You know, use the shit. You know what it is gonna be like soon? And I was talking about this last podcast too. I was talking about cyberpunk implants and shit like that. We're just gonna be able to choose everything. How weird would that be? Like the whole random baby shit is just gonna be out the door, yo. You're gonna fully be able to choose which genetics your baby has. It's gonna be like creating a character on a video game. You know, come on, see what you get. Now there's gotta be with that. There's gotta be. Let me tell you how crazy that is. There's gotta be like some kind of disclaimer that, you know, that you can choose and you can try, but there's no guarantee. It's not 100% guaranteed that the baby will come out with everything that you wanted, or probably not even that the baby will come out looking like a baby. You might combine some shit together and your woman just shit out some sludge with arms or something like that. Wildin', right? That's what you get when you try to play around with nature and shit. You're gonna get some duds, yo. You're gonna get some duds. If you think for 1 second that these boys ain't playing around with genetics. They playing around with genetics. That's the food you eating and stuff. They see, you don't know enough. Shout out to our speaker. They you don't know enough because what they do is they genetically engineer animals a lot of the time. You know, if they not just steroiding them up, genetically engineer animals, chickens to be precise. Like they making featherless chickens. You know what I'm saying? Engineering them so they don't have to pull the feathers off. They making featherless chickens out there, just to grow them up, you know, and just toss them in the machine and just chop them up and make your goddamn chicken nuggets and your chicken breasts and shit. You know, without having to go through the step of feathering a chicken. Now, if you think there ain't some duds in there that you eating, I'm talking about chickens with 6 legs, 8 wings. You know what I'm saying? And it don't matter because it's just more parts because we eating all of it and they just tossing them in the chopper, tossing them in the machine. You know what I'm saying? Even the sludge one, they tossing them in the machine too because they just make a big vat of fucking chopped up chicken and then recombine the shit. You know, and you give your kids a chicken nugget. And that's real talk, son. Like, if you ever seen a chicken, like, how much nuggets can you get out of a single chicken? Like, cut out, smooth cut out pieces of meat. If you've ever seen a real chicken. You know, not as many as come in the chicken nuggets box. I'll tell you that much. You feel me? You don't got to dig deep into a chicken to hit some bones. It's not a fucking gargantuan animal. You know, but that's it. I guess that's neither here nor there. Eat your chicken nuggets, man. Your sludge chicken. And you're going to shit out your sludge baby, man. Couple of years. That's all it's going to take. You know what I mean? People will eat that shit right up. You know, and it bugs me out. Like how people will just be talking so firm, you know, and just be having fully fake faces and body parts. Like how is this giving you so much confidence that you forgot that you're a fake person, like you have a fake head on? You know, or did you think that we didn't notice? You know, I don't have a problem. Again, I don't have a real problem, you know, with people with fake heads. You know what I'm saying? Do I want it for me, you know, and the woman close to me? No. You know, but that don't mean I have a problem with it. I just don't prefer it. You know what I mean? There's plenty of things on this planet that exist that I don't prefer. It doesn't automatically insinuate I have a problem with it. You know, do I want it for me? Hell no. Hell no, I don't. You know, but it's the part where they forget. You forget that you're a fake person. Okay? And you start talking to real people like something wrong with them. Nah. Don't do it. We the OGs out here. Okay? It's really happening out here. And so I'm saying all that to say natural people are better than fake people. That's going to be the next war. You know what I'm saying? Or the Lego humans. You know, versus the natural ones. Who knows, though? Who knows though? And it bugs me out too that a lot of what we put on as fake, like when we do fake humans, it's aesthetic nonsense. Like, it's in comparison, it's nonsense. Like, if you're gonna pay 10 G's or something like that, you could pay 10 G's for, like, I don't know, some titties or butt or, you know, hair transplant or whatever have you. You know what I'm saying? That's a nice chunk of change. That's a nice chunk of change. If I'm gonna do that, why wouldn't I choose something that like gives me a real edge? Like, I don't know, something that makes me fucking run faster or fucking jump higher, or you know what I'm saying? Pay your way into a sports career or something with that 10 G's. You know, do some kind of performance enhancing surgery. Do they got those? Because that would be, you know, quite, that would be a bet, I think. You know, better odds than just make me cuter. You know, because real shit, if you make yourself cuter, like, your options just start to, at a certain point, just start to boil down to fucking for money. Like, that's where it all ends up. If you make your living off of sexualization, there's a good chance that it's all just gonna culminate at fucking for money. You know, unless you have some kind of direct economy, you're directly selling something based on your look, then you can avoid it, you know. But when your thing stops selling, depending on how fast, it gets there still, because you put yourself in the sex industry, you know what I'm saying? And what the sex industry culminates at is fucking for money. You know, and if that's not your style, then maybe you gotta rethink some things. Cause I be seeing that too. Chicks will pay for a butt, they'll pay for some titties, whatever, pay for a whole body or something, and then be insisting that they would not be fucking for money, and then wanting all kind of just accolades. And it's just like, yo, you made yourself sexier. Like, that's what you did, and this is the point of view that people are gonna approach you from. You know, same thing with a guy. You put a beard on or whatever, or people they talking now about, you know, paws getting bigger meats. You know what I'm saying? Like, for what? For what? For what? For what? I don't even think that makes sense, like getting a bigger meat. How much sense does that make? Because I don't know, you know, I've never known a woman to get in a sack with you, you know, like she fully ready to go, and then she see your meat and be like, nah, you know, not doing it, we can't do this. I've never heard of that. You know, if anything, I heard a woman blast off on a dude about how little his meat is, but that's after she let you hit already. They letting guys with little meats hit. You know, so what's the problem? Like, I've never heard of a woman stopping a dude just mid smash, like, look, man, you just ain't got enough meat going, you know, and I can't do this and I have to go, you know? Never heard of it. Never heard of it. So the point of getting a bigger meat, I don't know. If you think that just the big meat is just gonna, I don't know, get you the women you want, maybe get you some women, but the women you just want, the ones you want, so that's a rough one, you know, because you would have to just be showing every woman you want your meat, like, and if it don't make her, you know, get weird and run away, it's definitely gonna land you in prison. So I don't know, the whole big meat thing, you know, the whole Dr. Miami wave is it's a slippery slope. It's a tricky section of life. You know what I mean, that I don't know enough about, and quite frankly, I don't want to. What bothers me though is that you know, the children I put in this world, they probably will know about that, and it's gonna be a normalized thing for them, probably just to go get surgery, you know, to fix what they feel are their issues. And that bothers me. That bothers me a lot. Post me a whole lot. Why? Don't quite know. Am I gonna go down that road with you? Nah. What I'm gonna do is turn this speaker back on. There we go. We're gonna get into some Cancel Carson, man. We ain't hear from Carson in a minute. Carson and Adorable Greg. I think this is older. It says 6 days ago, but I think it's about the storming the Capitol. You know, check out my storming the Capitol video too. It's on like everything. If you use the small platforms, you know, Instagram, Twitter, whatever, you get the short version. If you use the longer form platforms, YouTube, Facebook, you get the longer version. Whatever, you get videos. You know, it's all on the podcast. Listen to the podcast. Listen to the videos. Watch the videos. Listen to the audios. Do all of the stuff. Okay. Let's get into Cancel Carson, man. Let's see what we got. Right, we're gonna skip that.
Killed unjustly, and you have people who are angry, who are furious, and they go throw shit in the Target, and they go steal a fucking TV, and they go burn some shit down. I don't want to hear shit about looting. I don't want to hear shit about rioting. I don't want to hear shit about it.
Talk about it.
I don't want to hear shit about it, because this is a prime example that
that's Adorable Greg's
nothing
line.
in this country has ever been solved peacefully.
Right.
Nothing.
Exactly.
If you want to talk about
she making some points.
Christopher Columbus, when he
fucking
came over here,
fuck ass,
right?
Exactly.
He came over here and he got
Columbus.
his land and found this land by stealing, killing, and raping.
Right.
Like,
history lessons.
What do you mean?
A lot of those
and that was
nowadays.
in 1942 when Columbus sailed the ocean blue.
Right.
What the fuck?
Nursery rhymes
and
kicking.
So it baffles me that so many.
He said
people have so much to
1942. I
say
think it was
about looting
1492.
and rioting and different things like that when it comes to Black Lives Matter. Which, let's be clear, half of those
Which
people
is a
doing
long
that shit
time
are
ago.
representation of Black Lives Matter.
Sheesh.
Say that again.
Half of those people, more than not, those people, not even half, those people who are doing that are not a representation of Black Lives Matter.
Thank you.
And that's the problem. You all have allowed people you got white people out there stealing surfboards. I remember the last protest I saw, some white people broke into a surf shop in California and stole surfboards.
And ain't no surfboards in Black Lives Matter, man. We know that.
Who are going out there because they see an opportunity.
We know
Don't
that.
get me wrong. It's wrong. It's wrong.
You
to
always
steal,
get
it's wrong to do that
opportunists.
shit. But you have people
in
who
anything
see
that
these
you do
protests as an opportunity to go, well, shit, let's go get this TV right quick. Let's go get this right here. Let's do that right quick. And my thing is this: when it comes to those type of protests that end up the Black Lives Matter protests that
don't care what your thing is. What we just witnessed was a combination of generic points, you know, and all worthy, you know, and all needing to be said, you know. But that just is what that was, and I'm finished with that. Shout out to Carson and Adorable Greg. And y'all go ahead and listen to the Anomaly podcast just to balance out your life. If you listen to too much of this shit I'm talking now, you're going to go off the deep. You're going to go off the deep, all right? And I'm not saying that you shouldn't go there. I'm saying govern your own lifestyle. Find some balance if you can, because you got to move on with your daily life. And don't blame me for nothing. That's the cardinal rule. Don't blame me for nothing. Even if you find your success here, it's not me, you know. I could serve as an inspiration, but if you did a thing, it's you. All the way you. You know, and that is what that is. And that's making me think of the people who inspired this format of podcast. One of them, a comedy legend. The second one, currently just, you know, still off the face of the earth as he fell, you know, amidst not even rape charges, like some grooming. That's a new word I learned, you know, through what he was going through. You know, this is when you're taking younger people, kind of when they're minors, and moving them towards a culture of exploitation. You know, I guess the understanding is that you're doing it purposely, you know, so that they can be susceptible to that at the point where they're of age. You know, like you grow them in a exploitation environment so that they'll accept that. And Apparently, this is really a thing in the in entertainment industry, and I can believe it. I can absolutely believe it. So let me tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna get into another episode of New Men Same Block. Now, only because I've been talking about it forever, and we haven't circled back to it at all. And I just want to know, how hilarious does this podcast get unintentionally? And we had a real comedy podcast. I should get into that. I'm already at New Men Same Block. Shit. All right. Next episode, let's really try to get into the comedy podcast that somebody sent me, and see how funny that is. You know, maybe I'll find something funny about how funny that podcast is. All right. So the first, if you missed it, the first episode of New Men Same Block that we went into, it was conversation with Tupac. Now the dude, I guess he was trying to do something, innovative, and he's responding to things, ideas that Tupac put out there, as if there hasn't been enough of that. All right. And no diss to Tupac at all, but I'm fully from Brooklyn, and I think we forgot that Big is a thing. Okay, so Big for me, Biggie, Notorious B.I.G. for me. I hear a lot of Tupac talk, but Biggie though, you know what I'm saying? Everybody on the East Coast was standing behind Biggie. I don't know what happened. What happened? Where we just grew all of this faith in Tupac. And this is like home base. It's Biggie, man. I gotta get on, and I gotta get on some platforms, and just talk my trash so I could drill points like that. Like, what's wrong with you? You're fully from these sides or you're not. Big is big. All right. All right, so we had conversation with Tupac. Now this one says that 4 a.m. to get it. I'm reading that correctly. That 4 a.m. to get it. I don't know what kind of code that is. It says that, right? THAT and then a space. And now 4 a.m. is written kind of weird, because it's almost like he's gonna write 4. And I think his colon is essentially what's between, the hours and the minutes, and 00, but he writes the 4 a.m., as if A and M are the minutes. Whatever. And it says 2, T-O, and then get it, G-E-T space I-T. That 4 a.m. to get it. Don't know what that means. I guess we're going to find out in less than 23 minutes and 29 seconds. Let's see what's what. Oh, it already. Okay, it's terrible singing. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't know this was gonna happen.
Welcome. Good evening, baby. How you doing?
He's trying to do something.
Let's get it. Yep.
I'm sorry y'all had to live through that, but also,
how you doing, everybody? This is New
just as hilarious as I told you it would be.
We out here jamming in the morning. Nah, but I like to say welcome and thank you for tuning in to episode 2. And this is
terrible singing to start you off.
And the new man portion is about getting your mind right to get your grind right. The reinvention piece. Because when you reinvent your mind, you reinvent your grind.
Oh.
And today's topic I will be discussing is called...
Okay.
That 4 a.m. That 4 a.m.
What is that? What?
The reason it's called that 4 a.m.
Oh, tell us, proper Chris.
It's about waking up at 4 in the morning.
Okay.
Or slightly before.
Okay.
And getting your day started.
No. We're not doing that.
Some people use this as a regular routine to get ahead in life.
No,
to
bro.
start things.
Who does that?
To do all the stuff that they would like to do, but might be too distracted to participate in.
So when do you sleep? I think that was the
point. Once the rest of the world gets started. See, in my experience, 4 a.m.
You be sounding like you're reading an essay.
The world is quiet. You don't have a lot of people just hitting your phone all day.
Is this funny to anybody else?
A lot of things just not going on. The world is just quiet. And you can focus solely on
because you're supposed to be asleep.
What it is that you want to do. And without all those distractions, sometimes you are your most productive. But before we get to the 4 a.m.
How about just do that at 9?
You got to start with sleep.
Yep, right.
Because how you sleep affects a lot of times how you going to wake up.
Yeah, and the fact that you don't wake up at 4 a.m.
Right before you
sleeping at 4 a.m.
makes your life way more efficient in the morning.
Oh, does it?
Let me give an example.
Please.
On a normal day, right?
Okay.
Before Corona, you know, that BC.
Tell us.
What I used to do is I would iron my clothes, pick out what I was going to wear the next day, get that done.
Very school
Decide
day-ish.
what I'm going to eat for breakfast, right?
I don't do that.
You know, breakfast be hard to decide. But keep in mind.
Oh, that's him.
I didn't
that's
eat
him
until
relating to us.
7 or 8 a.m., which was 3 to 4 hours after I done already been up and did everything that I had to do.
Nah.
Because I believe you got to warm up your body before you put food in it.
Okay.
So I would do all that.
It's the science.
Organize things, make sure stuff is clean. Because the last thing you want to do is wake up cleaning stuff. Get all that done the night before.
Oh, wake up at 4 a.m.
Turn off your electronics to zone out. Relax. Meditate if you have to. Or just whatever form or strategy you use to clean your mind. Like clear it. So after that, go to sleep.
Clear head meds.
Boom. Alarm go off. Get up. Don't dwell in the bed too long.
Get up.
Because that'll make you question if you want to get up at all sometimes.
Truth. Truth.
Do I really want to do this?
Truth right here.
But now you get up, you stand up, turn on that light.
For your right.
Get that light, get the mind circulating, right?
Yeah, you're right. That's how you force it.
Then I go, brush my teeth.
At 4 a.m.
Then head to the gym. Go to that 24-hour fitness. Get the working out, get the moving, get that blood circulating.
I hope you brawl it
in your groove, right? Boom. After that, head home. I will head back home, take my shower.
Okay, so far,
lotion up,
regular
my routine
lotion up. You had to hit you with that.
Because I love reading. But once the day gets started,
boy, if I read a book back at 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, I'm going back to sleep.
And I love to get that good reading, that reading for pleasure, out the way before the world gets started. Pleasure. Then, whatever you passionate about, stuff that you really love doing, I suggest knocking that out right away.
Ugh.
Whatever, a lot of,
what?
Take an hour to it, at least. Or 45 minutes. Say 45 minutes.
Why less?
I'm going to do this one thing. And with that 45 minutes, every day of being productive.
Very weird, Proper Chris.
Boom, there you have it. And I know it's hard.
Boom, there you have it. Have what?
Waking up early because you probably be up late at night doing your thing. So I challenge you.
Oh, you challenging me.
Try to do this
Don't
first.
Challenge me.
Say, one day out of the week.
Who are you?
Whatever I want to do tomorrow.
Julius Caesar?
I'm going to wake up at 4 a.m. at least once a week.
No, sir.
To get this done.
No, sir.
One time.
No, sir.
A week.
No, sir.
See how it goes. Really try it out. Because you can dedicate one day at least a week to doing this. And I really...
All right. Now, that was some full bug out shit. All right? Full tweak. If you ain't got that much going on in your life, say that. And you could say you wake up at 0 hour, and start doing things. And that's fine. Me, I ain't doing that. And I'm going to tell you why. Because for one, I work, and I gotta sleep enough to get that going. Because I don't do stimulants throughout the day. I don't do coffee or heavy sugar or nothing like that. That'll give me that boost. When if I'm feeling sluggish throughout the day. I don't do that. I just ride the day out how I ride the day out. You know, the more you exercise and you eat light, the more likely it is you'll maintain a certain level of energy throughout the day, and you won't get sleepy on it, and you'll be all right. So I don't do none of that. So I sleep. That's what I do. When I'm tired, I just sleep, you know, and I sleep as much as I can. And a lot of people be like, well, you're sleeping the good portions of your day away. Like, how you do that, whatever. Because sometimes I'm sleeping 8, 10, even 12 hours, you know, out the day, you know, with a combination of, you know, the actual sleep and naps. And the real problem is I'm working, you know, the good hours out of my day. That's the part that ain't supposed to be there, not the sleep. I ain't supposed to go to that goddamn office for 8 and 10 hours, you know. Forget that. That's the part that need to go. All right, so sleep, yes. The working part, though, that needs to go. You're supposed to get to the point where you ain't got to be nowhere or go nowhere really, you know, in order to keep your workflow moving. Maybe you just got to run a couple errands, you know what I'm saying, or check on some people and things. Let some other people work. Okay, go to sleep. You feel me? You having trouble? You can't fit all your activities in a day. It's probably because you're working too much. You're working too much. Figure out how to work less and make the same money or more money. You know, find some more time out your day. Improve your quality of life that way. Forget what Proper Chris talking about. Reading books in the morning. You know, people like to say that. Read a book. I read books. And it's like, so the fuck what? You know, if you're reading your favorite sexy book or whatever, what's the difference between that and watching a movie? Like, it's entertainment. You know? And you'll probably come at me sideways, oh, what, you can't read? Well, motherfucker, you can't hear? It's a movie. I can hear it. Okay? Something wrong with your ears? Oh, no? You just prefer not to, you know, ingest your entertainment that way, right? Well, yeah, fine. All right? Not reading your book. Okay? Shit's boring. Just put me to sleep. You feel me? Just watching words go across the page. It's black and white. Like, the shit puts me to sleep. You feel me? And my reading level and my literacy level is high. It's high. You know what I'm saying? It's collegiate level at least. At minimum. You know, and this shit's just boring to me. Feel me? Because books are for nerds. Oh, good. So I don't know about all that. I ain't listening to Proper Chris or all that extra shit. But that's what people like to say because that's the thing to say. You know what I'm saying? I read books. So what books are you reading? Fucking Sexy Time and Sexy House. You know, Violence on the Horizon. You know the stuff, the same stuff that's in the movies. You know, that's in the music, that's in the whatever. They just reading it. You feel me? If I'm in the crib bumping wild gangster music, you got mad words for me. You know what I'm saying? How could you? How did you? Meanwhile, you got all of the rape, you know, and all of the drugs and whatever have you in your book. You know, but it's better because you read it. You know, you didn't listen to it or watch it. You know, because you're a psycho. Because you are a full psycho. Okay, just know that about yourself, know that about the world, and chill the fuck out. Everybody just chill the fuck out. If somebody ain't living the way you living, all right, fall the fuck back. What do you want? What do you want? You want everybody to be doing the same thing you're doing? Then you're gonna have to wake up at 4 a.m. like Proper Chris, where nobody's nowhere and do all of your stuff. And you want that life? That's the life you want? If you gotta get up before squirrels and fucking pigeons and shit, hell no. Hell no. Like he said, the world is quiet at that time. Because it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be. Okay, that ain't the time for you. You and the creatures. It's not the time for y'all. It's the time for the plants and the bugs and shit to get their shit together and get out your way for when your day starts. You feel me? From when it's dark till those hours, 4 or 5, whatever. That's other things' time. You know, not the big complex creatures. It's not your time. It's everybody else's time. You know, so forget what Proper Chris talking about. You know, and basically, what am I saying? I'm saying audio podcast on Monday, video podcast on Wednesday. exactly what I'm saying. My views are going up. They're gonna climb a little bit. They're kind of doubled per episode, which is wild for 1 year. But I'm with the shit. Still not enough. We're gonna focus on some growth, this year. See what we got for you. But as always, from the bottom of my heart, man, fuck yeah.